Once again, we are back on Soch ki Talk Train of Thought with a series of an episode with Mrs. Shraddha Neeraj talking in terms of power of and gratitude. I'm sure when we talk in terms of and children, about and family, the power of gratitude do work. Ma'am, now in fact, gratitude at the workplace and maybe building a culture of gratitude at a workplace is not easy. But the science says it's worth. So what is your view on that?
So I also agree with science. It's totally worth, including the practice of gratitude at your workplace. Mm-hmm. First, it fosters more of your team work or, belonging to a team kind of feeling. Mm-hmm. It's very simple. I'll give you a tip how you can start practicing gratitude and how it will help you. Mm-hmm. So if you need something from a colleague, we do say thank you, okay? Mm-hmm. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Mm-hmm. Even if it's a small thing like you need somebody's phone number to get connected with, express your gratitude and feel gratitude. Because I'll tell you what, when I had to figure out an email address to connect with a person or a phone number to reach out to that person, and if nobody from the team had it, I literally had to go out to places to find. Mm-hmm. Now, if somebody who has readily in the team has readily available that kind of information, it reduces your effort, which means you can work better with something else.
Correct. Yeah.
Now, if you start feeling this in your gratitude, say when I say thank you, okay? Mm-hmm. Say I say thank you to my colleague saying that thank you, you helped me with this number. I want you to dig a little deeper as to what would have happened if that colleague would have not been able to help you with that particular request of yours.
Correct.
Which will help you to not have any kind of negative feeling, but it will build a happy feeling for that person in your mind.
Correct.
So at workplace, one tip that I would suggest is say thank you to every person who's helping you. It could be your office boy, who helped you with the coffee. You were so busy with your work that you couldn't go and fetch yourself a cup of coffee, and you asked him to get it, and he bought it from the pantry to your desk.
Correct.
I'm sure you do say thank you. I'm not saying that you don't, but it's more about the feeling, right? When you start feeling that truly correct. Imagine you had to go to the canteen, which would take you 10 minutes, and come back 10 minutes.
Correct.
You save 20 minutes because somebody was willing to help you. And at the same time, you could kind of clear your mind with that, glass of coffee.
Correct.
So it helped you in your work, but there was somebody else's effort.
Correct.
So you recognize that effort in your mind, and also don't shy away from saying that, expressing that reason that thank you, you really went 20 minutes, you spent 20 minutes of your time and got this coffee for me.
Correct.
It really helps you. Other person will also feel a lot of happy feeling, or will feel acknowledged for the work that he's done. Correct. It's a very small job. But you
feel
high
impact and you feel more happy
Absolutely.
Correct.
So that's very important that you start doing, you start appreciating your colleagues for whatever small work you do.
Correct.
We do appreciate when you do big, any big achievement. Correct. We do make it a point that we appreciate. But for small things, gratitude is not about, including gratitude in your life, is about acknowledging these smaller things which are normally taken for granted. The more you start taking those things as in your notice or being mindful about them,
it makes a better relationship.
Yes.
Good.
So it also helps you to be more patient. When you start practicing gratitude, what happens is otherwise your negative thought makes you impatient. You think like usko kitni baar bola, how many times have I told him to do this quickly, but he's not done it. And the chain of thought, they keep on going on and on.
Correct.
The moment you start being grateful, saying that okay, I know this time he's taken some time, but yesterday, day before, whatever you've counted in your mind, all the good, all the blessings about a person, your mind will not easily switch into the negative mindset.
Correct. Always think blessed about that particular person.
And maybe you would want to give a little bit of benefit of doubt or be more patient with that person, saying that normally I know he doesn't do all this, maybe something must have come up his way. Let me wait for 10 minutes and then get back again.
Correct.
It helps you build more patience,
Correct.
We've seen that people get impatient at workplace. We kind of see that there is less empathy, there's always a lot of animosity kind of an environment. So when you start seeing good about that person, that animosity will not shoot up. It will
Correct.
take some time.
Correct.
But you're not going to let it come up, because every time you're practicing
that, so it's there only. Good. And many times I think many of us within a corporate, they achieve certain targets or glory. But in an organization, sometimes so it happens, the ego comes in them. But at the bottom, and the people who are part of the entire journey, they forget to thank them. So what do you have to say about that?
So, as a leader, of the organization, the first virtue you should have in you is the feeling of being grateful, the feeling of being more empathetic, feeling of being more compassionate. There could be a possibility that that employee must have missed out on something. But if you're empathetic, if you're compassionate, you will look beyond the miss. You will, if it's a genuine miss, and if there's somebody whose nature has been, has a trait which is like that, it's okay. But if it's one off, it won't trigger you. Otherwise we get triggered, right? We feel angry, we feel upset that why are things not done.
Correct.
Right? You will be able to find out more compassionate way of getting things. When you, as a leader, I believe a leader on the top, management has to start practicing gratitude, because what you do at top, the ethics follow from there.
Correct.
So as a top management, I think if the top management starts building an attitude of gratitude, it will slowly percolate down to the last level. Good. And every person, be it your facility guy or be it your office boy, they will feel valued, they will feel appreciated.
Correct.
A lot of times money is not always the motivation.
Yeah, it's only a word of an appreciation, and thanking them makes a lot of difference. Like
making feel respected. You make somebody feel respected when you appreciate them.
Correct.
So that will help you build a better organization, a happier organization.
Happier organizations. You practice this kind of gratitude.
Absolutely.
Good. Great. It was a great insight what we got from Mrs. Shraddha Neeraj on gratitude at the workplace. It starts from the top, thanking for the contributions of the employee, small things which are there. I'm sure, like if you keep on practicing that, it's going to be a real healthy place to work for, and I'm sure the contribution from the employees will be much more. If you like this episode, just go to www.ttalk.net, subscribe and like the channel as much as you can. And thanks a lot for sharing the valuable insight on gratitude at the workplace. Thank you very much. God bless you.